Hey everyone, welcome back to the Empire Build Academy. I'm Fabian, and today we're going to have a look at the best and the worst packs to buy on Evony 2025. So welcome back to the channel. My name's Fabian, and like I say, what I want to do today, alongside my Hero to Zero series, I wanted to just have a look at some of the best packs and some of the worst packs that we can buy. I was actually speaking to someone on the live stream the other day, and they were talking about buying certain packs from the beginning that I don't feel were worth buying and worth investing in. And certainly at the beginning, Evony can push packs on you that are certainly not worth it. So I thought I'd do a quick video just to have a look at all the different packs we can buy, which ones are really decent, and hopefully if you are going to coin, these packs that I'm going to suggest are going to get more for your money. Before we go over there, we're going to have a look at empirebuildacademy.com, which is my website alongside my YouTube channel, where I talk all about different games, including Clash of Clans, Evony, Game of Thrones, a lot more. It's a work in progress, but it's something that's progressing along nicely, and I'll be adding content to this all the time. So do go and check that out, www.empirebuildacademy.com. Now, let's jump over to the game. So yeah, this is the game here. So as you can see, we've got lots of different options floating all around the screen. And there's no doubt that Evony do like to push packs on you, but they push packs on you in a certain way where you wouldn't realise necessarily what's going on, what's the best packs. So the first thing I want to talk about is down here at the bottom. You can see that we've got first purchase. So let's click on first purchase and see what this is all about. So you can see that I'd already purchased before, and it was just a first time purchase where I think we got Theodora. Don't quote me on that. But it was worth doing. It was a 99p job, and you was going to get some decent rewards, and for 99p or 99 cents, it was definitely worth doing. So the next option here, and it says it there, medium first purchase gift. Purchase 5,000 basic gems to get a double down package coupon. Now, the package coupon itself, I mean, this times 2, you get it all the time and you will never run out of a times 2. Times 3, a little bit rarer, but they do come out every couple of weeks. So if you are going to do something on a times anything and you're not going to be coining a lot, then waiting for those times 3 is definitely worth it. So you can see I've purchased 400 of 5,000 basic gems. If I do purchase 5,000 basic gems, I would get these additional purchases on top of that as well. So we can go down there and you can see I'm getting some resources, some speed ups, VIP, and Monarch and General EXP. I'll be honest with you, this pack is nothing to write home about. It's nothing special. Of course, it's ideal. You're getting it for free, so why wouldn't you do it? But I'm just saying, this is an example of what Evony do at the beginning to make you think you're getting something special for your money when actually, in reality, you're not. So that would be what I would get for that. We've got other things going across here. So we've got Growth Fund as well. So let's click on Growth Fund, where for $4.99, you can claim all of these different rewards for the different keeps that you level up to. So you can see we've got level 10, 11, 12, all the way down to level 15. You would be able to claim all these additional rewards for doing that as well. Now, for $4.99, it's probably not the worst thing in the world, and probably something that I would consider doing. On my main account, where I am a Castle 38, I actually did this, the Growth Fund Stage 1, and the Growth Fund Stage 2. I haven't done Growth Fund Stage 3. The reason I didn't do Growth Fund Stage 3 is because it went up to £19.49, $19.49, and just didn't seem worth it to me. I felt that I could get more for my £20, so that's what I did on that. So for $4.99, probably worth it. Beyond that, it would be one of those where you really do need to look into it. The Super Fund, this is a event limited pack, and it says purchase the Super Fund to get rich rewards for 7 days in a row. Now, if we have a look at these different rewards they are offering you, they're pretty poor. I'm just being honest. Let's just have a look at that one there, actually, the Epic Historic General. It's just a standard Epic General. It's not even the premium version. And the other rewards that they're giving in here, taking the General's Ring into consideration, I don't use General's Rings. I haven't used them for a very long time, and they become obsolete very quickly in the game. So, for £4.99, $4.99, not worth it. in my opinion. But again, it really does depend on how much you're planning to spend, how much you're planning to coin, and also, crucially, how fast you want to grow in the game. Because growing fast in the game is going to make a decision on whether you do purchase these additional packs that I don't recommend or not. Then we've got the Historic General Sale, and this one here you can purchase all the packs for $4.99, £4.99. I personally don't purchase this. And to give you an example, in the final pack there for $3.99, they're giving you a fragment chest. So it's not even the actual hero itself, where you could end up with special resources times 10 and or a gear chest. And both of them rewards are really poor. And this is one of the things you've got to be careful of at the beginning, because they seem like they're really good packs. But actually, once you are 3 months, 4 months, 5 months down the line, you'll realise, why did I even bother with those packs? Because they're just not worth it, in my opinion. Now, if you don't agree with that, or you think there's something that I'm missing, then please do get involved in the comments and let me know. I notice a lot of people are now starting to get involved and share their opinions, share their ideas, share their thoughts. And it really is helping out the rest of the Evony community in being able to do that. So please do get involved if you don't agree with that. Okay, so the next one we're going to be looking at is the Historic General Sale, which actually changes, I believe, as you go further through the game. I was just looking at on my other account. So this Historic General Sale is something they must only give you at the beginning, because I'm not seeing it on my other game. Also as well, I haven't actually gone ahead and purchased this personally, but I'm not saying that you shouldn't. It's $4.99. You can get this every day. I was just looking at all the different things and adding it all up, including the gems and the resources, as well as the hour speed ups. So for $4.99, I believe you're getting 42 million of this resource. You also get an additional 24.5 million resources when you add up all the 3 different boxes that you can purchase. And you also get, in speed up value, we are looking at, for the additional 60-minute speed ups, you are getting 280 hours worth. And for the 3-hour speed ups, you are getting 35 hours. Now, let's go and marry that up with this one over here, which is the top right-hand corner. This is a pack that they bring out very regularly. It comes out normally on a 2-week cycle. And for this one, you would get 40k gems, but the difference with this one is you still get the resources in there, so you can see that it's 40 million. There's a big difference though that I'm going to mention about that in a minute, but you also get additional rewards that you don't really get with that other pack. And this is where I'd say this pack is more beneficial. If you are going to purchase a pack between the two, I would be purchasing this one that comes out every couple of weeks. So you also get some Dragon Battle Canes. Normally that is event specific, so because we've got the Dragon Battle going on at the moment, that's why they offer that. You get the Merit Jade, Glory Golden Twig, Forge Master Certificate, which we need later on in the game, Blood Crystals, Subordinate City Clue Chest, which you can use to try and win a Subordinate City. We've got Artwork Fragments, Blood of Ares, Treasure Box. We've got Dragon Source Fragment, 1 million gold, Source of Life. There's the speed ups. There's the 3-hour speed ups. So on this one, it was 65, whereas on the other one, it was 35, I believe. So again, you're getting an additional 30 with this. You're also getting some stamina, troop march speed ups, and also the Monarch EXP. But the biggest difference as well is with this pack, we can use our ×2/×3 coupon. And the ×3 coupon normally comes out twice alongside this pack that comes out every 2 weeks. Now with the other one, and we go back into the first purchase and we move across to Historic General Sale, when purchasing this, you can see that you don't get that option to be able to do that. So for this pack, it's not the worst pack in the world, but it's certainly not the best. And if you are only going to be looking at spending $4.99 or later on the $19.49, then I think that's better spent on that other one. And going back to that other one, just to let you know as well, there's also a breakdown of different packs that you can purchase. So we've got the $9.99, $19, $49.99, and finally finishing off with the $99.99. And the other big thing with this, if you are going to purchase the $99.99 pack, you will also get an epic Historic General Glory ×1, but using your ×3 coupon will give you that ×3, which will then allow you to go into this and the Historic General Summoning and use those 3 in this reward list for the generals. So you can see there's a lot of difference between those packs, but let's continue. Try and keep this short. That's what I always try to do in my videos, but it's looking like that this one might be a little bit longer. So with the Empire Depot one, that's another one where you buy all of them in one go, and for $20 or £20, again your currency, it's whether you find this beneficial. And you can see it tells you exactly. Claim a total of 7 million EXP in 7 days plus 7 blood of Ares, and you would get that every day. A total of 525 million in food and lumber, stone and ore, and then claim a total of 1,050 hours of construction speed ups as well. So you can get that, all of that for that price, which there is a discount on. You can see there it says 44% off. And it's 150,000% return on everything you're doing. Not a bad pack, not a worse pack. But again, I always feel that with the additional items that you get in that other pack that I showed you, if you were going to spend, that's where I'd be sending my money. We also have the limited time promotion as well, and that is when you purchase certain packs or you spent a certain amount, you would get this additional reward on top. So spending 1,000 gems would get you that. And then you can see it's 24,000 gems, so we're going up quite a bit now. You would also get that additional as well, all the way up to 100,000 gems. And if you are purchasing 100,000 gems, congratulations. I've never done it. So we continue with the Super Monthly card. The Super Monthly card is quite simple. We've got a Rally Monthly card that helps you join all rallies automatically, whether you're online or offline. I think it's 2,000 stamina you can use while offline, and you can also be joining all rallies all day long without having to physically manually do it if you're online. So what I tend to do is, if I'm not using my phone for a certain amount of hours, I will have the game on in the background with that Rally Monthly card. Very, very beneficial, but I would say only beneficial when you're in a big alliance and there are people joining big rallies. So that is for that. Then we've got the Glory Monthly card. Again, something I've not purchased personally myself, but this comes with different buffs, which you can see there, as well as you can claim this daily. So all of these rewards that I'm showing you now, you would be able to claim daily. I think this one, personally myself, is probably one of those where you would be one of the biggest spenders, where you are just spending a lot more than the average person. I've never purchased it personally myself, but again, if you feel that that's a mistake on my behalf, do talk in the comments and let me know. Let me give me a good reason why I should be purchasing that pack. And then we've got the Gold Monthly card and then the Alliance Monthly card, which again are packs that I don't personally purchase. They've never stood out to me. They are never something that I personally head towards. I'm not a massive spender. I do spend, but I don't spend a lot to be purchasing these over other packs that are available. So going into valuable event, which is next to the globe icon down on the bottom, and you can see we've got some other additional ones. They do like to throw packs at you, Evony, and you can purchase this one here. So basically for $4.99 you would get all of these rewards every day, and this one is pretty decent, to be fair. It's a pretty decent pack for $4.99. And just to give you an example, let's just have a look at gems. You can see we get 5,000 times 16, 5,000 times 16. On day 3, we're getting 5,000 times 22, 5,016 on day 4, and 5,000 times 32 on day 5. But you would need to purchase these packs every day, so that day 1 would cost you $4.99, day 2 would cost you $4.99, day 3 $4.99, day 4 $4.99, and then the last day, day 5, $9.99. But just to talk about this very, very quickly. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, and then that lastly there, $30 or £30, and you are getting all of the rewards that come in there. And there are some decent rewards in there, there really is. You get obviously the speed ups, you're getting obviously the stamina, so if you are doing lots of monsters, again, this would be something that would be higher on my list of things to purchase. And also there are some beneficial things certainly for later on in the game, such as the treasure boxes and the tactic scrolls as well. So for £30, I don't buy it all the time. It depends on where I'm at, what my stage is. But then also on top of this, once you've done that, you also get a 5 out of 5 progress bonus award. And that it means if you buy all 5 of them, you will also get a choice of picking one of these or one of these. Personally, I don't go for the second one because the percentage ratio on that for me is too small. Whereas this one, I'm guaranteeing myself an Officer General chest or the Historic General Premium chest, which I just think is is better, personally myself. But again, if I've missed something with that, let me know. Active monthly card, 240,000% return. I do this one. So you would get all of these rewards immediately. So you would get the 5,000 times 80 gems, and then you would be also getting these additional rewards over there. And then alongside that, every day, not only will you get these, because these ones here you get anyway. So the ones that don't have the padlock, you will be getting them. But if you do purchase the pack, then you will get these additional rewards with the padlock every day as well. And of course that does add up, it does make a difference. And I think personally for $19.99, I'm guaranteeing myself enough fragments to get a general as well. For $19.99, I do think that that's a decent pack. So that is one I do purchase alongside the other pack that I mentioned earlier. So the next pack we have is the Golden Twig Jade sale. So you get Merit Jade, which is an award given for significant achievements on the battlefield, necessary material to increase the position level in the Senate. And then on top of that, you also get the Glory Golden Twig, which is necessary material to increase the title grade and position level in the Senate. And this is something that comes much further in the game. I haven't purchased this personally, haven't felt a need to purchase it personally. And again, for I think you can, no you can't. You can't use the ×2 or ×3 coupon on that. So that's just a one-off purchase. What you see is what you get. And yeah, it's something I haven't purchased. I can imagine there are people out there that do. So this is another pack here where they tempt you in with a 99p pack. And you can also do the $9.99. I don't purchase this one personally myself. I don't believe the pack was ever worth $9.99. And I don't believe this pack was ever worth £50, $50. So that's not a pack I do. Although, again, it comes with the double down package coupon. So you can use your double coupons and your triple coupons on that. But again, not one I've purchased personally. Am I making a mistake there? Let me know. Covenant Stone, again, this is for the bigger spenders, in my opinion. I don't purchase these. I very rarely purchase the $99.99 packs. And when I do, I purchase that other one. Historic Generals Gather, another one, $4.99. We get summoning orders where we can use it to redeem items in the Historic Generals Gather event. Again, I've never gone down there. I've never bought this one, but that doesn't mean that I'm not missing out on something. I might be. And that's why I'm making this particular video. I want people to talk to me and say, actually, you're missing something. You should be getting this pack. Let me know. Let others know. Then we've got the Super Value Weekly card. Again, another one that I haven't purchased, although what we got here. So these are the different packages that we can purchase in here. So you can see if I was to do the Construction Weekly card, Gear Weekly card, and the Equipment Weekly card, we're getting additional rewards for that. And then on top of that, I would imagine you would be getting these additional rewards. Again, it's a pack I've not purchased, so I haven't really looked into that one. So that one, I don't want to give false information when I haven't really looked into it deeply enough to know whether or not I am purchasing that. I think from what I can see here, it literally boils down to which package you select, which equals the additional rewards you're going to get. So if we wanted the equipment card, we'd select that package, and then you can see for $4.99, I'm going to get all those additional rewards on top of these, but we need to qualify by earning scores by doing the following events. Again, not purchased it. Am I making a mistake? Trade Post, that's the one where you get trade vouchers. These come with the different packs that you buy. So you can get trade vouchers from specific packages during the event, and you can get 10 of trade vouchers every single day by completing your daily activity up to 145 points. Golden Tree Rewards, this is another one where I don't purchase, although you can get these additional ones through the Rare Praise of the Golden Bow. Is another package you can get. Again, we can go down and purchase bigger packs, $9.99, right up to the $99.99. I don't purchase it. And we go back into that valuable event, which is where we see most of the decent stuff. We've got the gear sale as well. These are all packs that I'm not going to comment too much on because I don't purchase them enough to decide whether they are good. And this is one I'm going to throw over to the community to say which of these should you be buying. So I'm just going to jump through them very quickly, to be honest, and allow other people to talk about these. Same with the Covenant Stone. I think I've already looked at some of these. The Golden Tree Rewards, we were just on that. Now, Sulis Wishing Pool, I do want to talk about this, and this is the last thing I'm going to talk about briefly on this video because I don't want it to be too long. Every time that you purchase packs, you get bath coins by purchasing a certain amount of gems during the event. So for 2,500 gems, we will get 1 bath coin. Now, just to go and show you on that pack that I normally buy, which is this one, you can see 1,000 gems for $4.99. But if I go to the $9.99 pack, you can see that's 2,500 gems. So I would get 1 bath coin for that $9.99 price. Let's go back to the Sulis wishing pool. And on this one, what we do is we select different rewards. So this one, I always go with the ruby necklace, and I normally go with the blazons, but I sometimes do go with the dragon coins. Now, the reason I'm saying this particular one is because in reality, all of the rewards at some point are going to be useful, and they're really decent rewards for that 2,500. So it really is down to what you actually need. They're all very, very decent all the way across. So personally myself, for this one, I'm just imagine I haven't got a bath coin to spend on this particularly, but that's what I'd pick on there. I'd pick them two. On the rare treasures, I'd pick the Blood of Ares. I would also pick the treasure chests, and I would normally go with the tactic scrolls as well. And then the last one, I would go with the 4.8 billion. That's how much you would get. 4.8 billion resources. And again, the other rewards are all pretty decent, but if you certainly at the beginning, those 4,800 hours times 8 speed ups are definitely going to be beneficial. So once you lock it in, you can't change it, and it will come up with a warning message to tell you that once you lock it in, it can't be changed. So let's lock that in. So now, if I'd have spent 2,500 coins, I'd have a bath coin to use, which would then spin around these and land on one randomly. Sometimes you do get the 4.8 billion resources. I've actually got that quite regularly on my other account, but again, it really wouldn't matter too much which one you get because they're all very, very decent. So for £10, if you're going to spend £10, especially if you're going to be a low coiner, what I would be saying there is to save that £10 or $10 for the Sulis Wishing Pool event when it's on, and spend it then so that you get a chance at this. So the way to think about that is every fortnight for $10, you get a chance at the Sulis Treasure Wishing Pool, and that's when I would spend my money. And to be honest, that's the only time I spend my money. I make sure that whenever I'm doing something, because again, going back into the plus point, we've got all the different levels. So for 22,000 basic gems, I will get another one, and so on, all the way down to 125,000. And if you do the 125,000, you're going to win all the awards in here. Yeah. So that is definitely where I would be spending my money, when I'd be spending my money. There are plenty of other packs. I could be literally here all day going through all the different packs, but I definitely wanted to talk about which one is worth it at the beginning. Like I say, look, you can see I'm working my way across, and I could literally spend 5 minutes on every one. They are crazy, the amount of packs you can buy. You also get additional rewards with the King's Party. So once you spent 5,000 gems, you would also reach cake level 2, and you would be able to claim that. And that goes all the way down. And you can see there are more stuff in there as well when you click onto that. So, and then we've got the Consuming Return event, which I'm going to actually talk about next week. We get the decent one where it's the all down to the amount of resources you spend, which will also guarantee you some monster stamina, which is very crucial on the game. There are some packs there. I've talked about the ones that I certainly wouldn't buy at the beginning. I've talked about the ones that I normally go for and head towards, which is normally this one, which comes out every 2 weeks. It's normally event specific, and it will have some kind of special thing going on. And that one is the one with all the breakdowns of the different ones you buy. And if I was going to spend $100, I would spend it on this one with my ×3 coupon. If I was only spending $10 or I was only spending $5, I would also do the same. And again, I would still use that ×3 coupon. And also at the very beginning on Evony, you need to be very careful at what they're offering you, because offering you stuff like the general rings and things like that that are not going to be worth it at the beginning. So that brings me to the end of this video. I really hope you've got some idea of the kind of packs that you're going to purchase if you are going to coin. I do want lots of people getting involved and saying, actually, you've missed something. I know there's one event, and I can't show you because it's not going on at the moment, but there's one of them which is a really, really decent pack, and it's all to do with your spiritual beasts and things like that. And that is a pack that I also do purchase, but I can't show you at the moment. I think it ran out yesterday, actually. So there are tons of packs we can buy. There are tons of packs that are event specific, and there's probably some that I've missed that are terrible, and there are probably some I've missed that were actually very, very decent. Get involved in the comments and let us know what your opinion is on the best packs to purchase, worst packs to purchase, and I will see you in another video very soon. Thanks for watching.